I'm Miss Ramos and I'm one of the counselors here at Ardrey-Kell High School, and today I'm going to show you how to fill out your registration card for rising 10th graders. So let's get started. So as a 10th grader, I would have my blue card in front of me, and as you can see at the top, I've already filled out the demographic information with my information, a personal email address, my phone number, parent information, parent email address. That's just in case we need to contact you before registration begins. So now I'm going to choose my core classes. So I think I'm going to use X's, and I'm going to choose my English class, my science class, my math class, and my history class. So that's 4 right there out of the total 8 we're going to choose. So now I'm going to choose my 4 elective classes. So I'm going to turn over to the back and choose the other 4. So I have 4 left, so I think I'm going to do, I know that I want to choose art. I'm very into my art class, and I definitely want to go ahead and finish up with Spanish, so I'm going to select Spanish 2 as well. So that's 2 of my classes, and because those are an A-Day, B-Day class, they pair together. So one will be on A days and one will be on B days. I'm not sure what other CTE or general electives I want to take, so I'm going to look at the list here and see. Of course, I don't have to choose one from every single box. I'm just choosing the ones that sound interesting to me. So I'm going to go down the list, and well, this one sounds interesting, fashion merchandising, but I think I like fashion, but I'm not totally sure what that is. So in front of me, I've got the AP course guide that's on our registration website, and I've already pulled up fashion to see exactly what the class is about. So I can read and see that it's about fashion merchandising, forecasting fashion, essential strategies, fundamentals. That all sounds good to me, so I'm going to go ahead and put an X by fashion. So that's one of my electives. That's going to be a 1-semester elective, which means I have 1 elective left to choose, and it also needs to be a 1-semester elective. So I'm going to keep looking at the list, and I think I also like the idea of drafting. One of my friends was in drafting and said it was really fun, so I'm going to choose drafting. So now I have to choose backups. We have to choose backups for only elective classes, but we do have to choose 3 of each kind. So I need to choose 3 alternates that are for A-Day, B-Day classes. So those classes are in bold font. I also need to choose 3 alternates for semester classes. So basically I need to choose 3 backups for art and Spanish and 3 backups for fashion and drafting in case I don't get into those. If you don't fill out these backups, we might just have to put you in whatever class is available. And we want you to be in classes that you really enjoy and like. So let's try to find some backups. So I think for art, I've also been interested in theater, so I think I'm going to put down theater. And I also have heard about marketing. Marketing sounds cool, but oh gosh, look at marketing. There's actually 2 options for marketing. Marketing is in bold and not in bold, which means that it could be offered as a 1-semester class or an A-Day, B-Day class. So in this case, I'm going to put it down as an A-Day, B-Day backup. Marketing. And then for my last one, I really like to work out, so I think I'm going to put down cardio and core. And then now I need to pick some semester-long backup classes. And remember, we don't need to pick any backups for your core classes on the front, just the electives on the back. So I'm going to also pick Microsoft Excel. My mom told me that that would be a good class to take, so I'm going to do that one. Let's see. Ooh, yoga. Yoga sounds cool. I'm going to do yoga. And then, oh, marketing was listed twice. I could put marketing down again. Wait a minute. Hold on. My registration instructions tell me, you cannot put a class down twice as a backup. So I got to find a different one besides marketing. I'm going to do sports and entertainment marketing. That sounds cool too. All right. So I'm just going to count it up one more time. I'm going to sign the bottom to be sure it's done. I'm going to get my mom or my dad to sign the bottom as well. And then what I'll do is on February 3rd or 4th, I'm going to bring this back to the school and place it in the bins out front, make sure my name is on it. Or I could take a picture of it and scan it into the computer and email it to the email address that's on your instruction sheet. Now, if I wanted to take an AP class as one of my electives, I would have to fill out the enclosed AP contract. This came home with these instructions, and this is something that we want students to be absolutely sure that you really want to take an AP class and understand the expectations. So after reading about the AP class on the registration website and watching the video about the AP class, then I'm going to fill this out, get my parents to sign it, I'm going to sign it, and I would select it as one of my classes on the sheet. So using my website, the instructions, and this, I should be good to go for registration. And I hope you guys have a great day. Please don't ever hesitate to email us with registration questions. Thanks.
Hello, Ardrey ninth graders. This is a presentation about registration for the upcoming school year. If you have not yet watched the YouTube video about the registration card, please go back and do that now. So while we're going through this presentation, it'd be very helpful if you had some materials in front of you, like the AK registration website, your registration card and instruction sheet that was mailed to you, and potentially the CMS High School Planning Guide online. So the process for registration certainly looks different than it did last year as an 8th grader. It's much more on your own this year than last year. So what's going to happen is in lieu of any in-person events, coming to the school and talking to teachers, talking to other students, everything is going to be online like this. After this presentation, after you look at the website, after you start filling out your card, if you still have questions that are specific to you or a situation, the counselors at Ardrey are going to have some live question and answer Zoom sessions. So we have several dates and times available, and this is just a drop-in time for you and your family to hop on and ask a counselor a question before our official registration day, which is going to be on February 2nd. Additionally, an event that we're having online is if it is your first time taking an AP course and you're a little bit unsure about it, or you just want to hear more, we are having a virtual Zoom panel with AP teachers and former students to hear about experiences in the class, a chance for you to ask questions and get a little bit better understanding of what taking an AP class might be like. And then what you're going to do until February 2nd is use your registration card as a worksheet. Use it as a place to plan your classes, plan your ideas, start thinking about the next couple of years and kind of where you want to be. And then on February 2nd, during homeroom, you're going to get onto PowerSchool and you're going to have a new button in PowerSchool that's going to allow you to enter your schedule requests. And you're going to put all the requests in there just like you did last year. And then you'll just wait until you have your individual appointment with your counselor, and then we'll review them as a final check. On February 3rd and 4th is when we're asking students to bring their hard copy of their registration card to school, because then the counselors are going to get them and we'll be able to use them to look over again as a double check when we're meeting with you. If you don't want to come to the school or you're not able to, you can also email them to the email address that is right there. So beginning February 9th and continuing through February and a little bit into March, we will meet with every single student individually via Zoom. And these meetings are going to be coordinated through your homeroom. So for example, if you have Miss Amy Bell for your homeroom, she might have been assigned on Tuesday, February 9th at 8 a.m. And that's going to be the time that you're going to get on the registration website, find the link and click your counselor's Zoom room. You'll be in the waiting room and we'll pull you in individually. Again, this is just a chance for us to connect and check over the things that you put into PowerSchool, be sure they're correct, make sure the sequencing is correct, and that kind of stuff. Okay, so completing your registration card, as you saw in the video, you select 8 classes with an X, and then you choose 6 alternate classes as well. This presentation is going to be available to you to come back to cross-reference, check your notes. A lot of this information is also on the information sheet that was mailed home to you, so we're going to move through it pretty quickly. Some general guidelines: you don't need any backups for your core classes, like I said in the video. Some classes do have prerequisites. So for example, you can't take Sports Entertainment Marketing 2 without taking Sports Entertainment Marketing 1. Some classes do require a teacher recommendation, so you're going to need to get with your teachers on that. If you are interested in taking an arts class, all of those teachers are going to let us know in advance who is moving on to Art 2 or Art Proficient or Theater 2 or Women's Chamber Choir. We will have those lists by the time that we meet with you individually. So all you need to worry about selecting right now is just selecting chorus, and then we will finalize that choice when we meet individually. The 2 types of classes, like I outlined in the video, we have some that are 1 semester, some that are A-Day, B-Day all year long. Again, you have to choose these in pairs because one has to be on A-Day, one has to be on B-Day. You cannot choose 3 A-Day, B-Day classes because one's going to be left hanging. Standard versus honors. This is a question a lot of you are going to have as you move up to 10th grade. Of course, almost all of you took all of your core classes as honors this year. So it's going to be up to you to start thinking about, is that something I want to continue into 10th grade, or do I want to take maybe a step back and step into a standard class instead? Your current teachers are going to be the best source of recommendation and information for you on this. How do I know which classes to pick? This is a handy chart to know exactly what class comes next, depending on what you're taking this year. So you can come back and reference this if you need to. How do I know what electives to pick? Students ask us this all the time, and we'll always say, well, what are you interested in? Are you interested in business classes? Are you interested in getting higher up into the marketing classes so you can get really involved with some of those clubs? Are you interested in sports classes and taking more fitness? Are you wanting to continue or start a foreign language? That's kind of how we ask students to start picking. And then if you need to look at more information, you can go to that AK course description guide where every single class offered at Ardrey Kell has a description written by the actual teacher of that class. Again, consider your course load as a whole. We want you to be challenged, but we do not want students to be too overwhelmed or stressed. 10th grade is not the time to start with the stress. We really want you to continue to explore and enjoy the classes that you're in without feeling too overwhelmed. Alternates, of course, you need 3 of each type. None can overlap. AP guidelines, students are able to take 2 AP classes in 10th grade, and it is up to you to choose which classes. All of the AP information is on the Ardrey Kell registration website. So information about each class, a description, a video from the teacher, information about the rigor, how difficult it's going to be, prerequisites, all that stuff is on the AP website, on the AP section of the registration website. And again, if it is your first time taking AP, you are more than welcome to join us on our virtual Zoom call. NCVPS, if you are interested in taking a class that we do not teach at Ardrey Kell, for example, Japanese as your foreign language, that would be through a program called NCVPS. If that sounds like something you are wanting to do and take it in addition to your school day, you can visit this website right here for a little bit more information about that. So some follow-up steps. We want you to really spend some time on the registration website. We have made it very user-friendly since we are not meeting in person this year at all. Please come to the Zoom Q&A sessions, even if it's just a quick double check, even if it's just to enter something into the chat box as a quick question. We are so happy to answer these questions for you. Speak to your teachers about their recommendations for you. Make sure that you're really choosing something, again, that's going to challenge you, but is not going to push your stress to the limits. That is just not the right time to do that. Email your counselor with any specific or individual questions you have about registration. We can't accommodate full 20-minute meetings at this time, but a quick email here or there is completely acceptable. Make sure you're completing that registration card before February 2nd because you're going to need some time in homeroom to do it that day. So please do not wait to do that because we don't want you to have too many questions that you're not able to get answered that morning. And then, of course, turn in your card by February 4th. You can drop it off on the 3rd or 4th. And if you did sign up for an AP class, we will need that AP contract with it. In the meantime, please, again, don't hesitate to ask us any questions. We are here to help. We know it can be very, very overwhelming, especially this year, and we just want you to pick just the right classes. We're looking forward to meeting all of you and seeing all your faces individually on Zoom, and I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.